Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I am break even. I just literally took a trade here. I had to sell click in and it filled me way too late after that. Since it's a stop order and yeah, so I had to break even on that. There was one trade that I missed back here because the delta changed like literally right when the bar closed and it just pushed too fast for me to get in. So we're here. Supposedly Trump is supposed to be speaking in about 13 minutes, so watch out for that. I need some financial juice. Why would they make this face the thumbnail? Why? Just why? Alrighty. Oh yeah, I'm just. Alright, we pushed up further than I thought we would. Whoa. That was a valid trade for me, but I would have to break even at the VWAP, so there was literally no point. Good morning, Janelle. Good morning, Amelia. How are you guys this morning? Thank you, thank you. You two are clearly the only ones that love me. No, yeah, I do have financial juice up and my news indicator actually works this morning, so it's on my chart as well. Finally. I don't know what's up with this thing. Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. 254, 52. How was FOMC yesterday? Did you guys trade it? Trying to see if this sell is going to happen here, but it looks like the bar's trying to close up instead. Or do that. Are you freaking kidding me? Heck no. Watch Kage's stream. He was done long before that. Yeah, I knew yesterday was choppy, but I didn't really pay much attention to like how choppy it really was and how low the volatility was. Oh my gosh. Where's my I forgot whose stream I was rewatching yesterday. It might have been Future Scalper or something. And when I looked at his charts, I was like, that's the same chart I was trading yesterday. Like, what? How did I miss that? I'm pretty sure it was his. Yeah, it was his. I guess I didn't really pay attention to how, like, we've been used to choppiness lately, but not with a very small ATR at the same time. And I told you guys, like, I switched my ATR to, I just wanted to tell me how big the current bar is. So I have the period on one. I don't want to know the average over the last 14 bars. That doesn't mean anything to me. I want to know what's happening at the moment. But yeah, I didn't realize how small the bars were yesterday. My gosh. Like as FOMC, I didn't trade it, just looked. So nothing really happened yesterday. Let me see. I didn't even get back on the charts at all. Ended up taking like an hour nap before I had to go to my best friend's house. And then I woke up and she was like, oh, he's actually good on his iPad. So you can come late just to sit with him. So I can go pick up my daughter. So I did that. And then I was at her house till like 7:30 last night. So came home. My aunt and uncle were over here. I actually left my friend's house to come see my aunt and uncle because I'm not going to see them this weekend because one of my friends is coming in town. So I'm going to be out and about the whole weekend, which I have to mentally prepare for. Yeah. Then last night I went to sleep like at 4 because the last two nights I've gone to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, I would say. The first night I woke up like 5 times, so it wasn't even restful sleep. And then last night, no, 2 nights ago, it still wasn't really that great of sleep. But then last night wasn't too bad. It wasn't. I mean, I'm tired, but I just I don't know anymore. Okay? I just don't. Let's see. 3. Oh, very interesting. I'm gonna stop 2 minutes before news. Damn, now we have an imbalance there. Wanted to see if we can get a trap here, but don't think it's gonna happen. This is a very interesting bar. Maybe after Trump speaks, I'll be able to get a trade in or something. I don't know. Yeah, just for a couple hours. Yes, I am getting out the house. I actually agreed to help 2 days out the week. Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know how long I can do that. I don't. And it's not her kids, it's just me getting out of the house. Forcing myself to have to get out of the house twice a week is a lot. It's a lot, you guys. You had your largest. Ooh, nice, Janelle. I love it. Congratulations. What did you change, or did the market just kind of change back to what you are more used to? Tell us, tell us. Now, I'm gonna be outside all weekend. I think I mentioned yesterday I'm not gonna be streaming on Monday. I'll be back Tuesday, but I will be streaming tomorrow though. Speaking of which, I need to. Uh, it's 9 o'clock here. It is. I forgot I had to try to schedule my service on my car. I tried to call last night. I called twice and they never picked up. Hi, I need to schedule a service, please. Hmm. So I can't schedule it online because I have like a recall that I need to see if they have the parts to. Hi, Caitlin. I'm calling because I need to schedule a an oil change and a tire rotation, but I also it looks like I have a recall on my car as well, so I needed to see if you guys had the parts to be able to do that at the same time. Keamber. I'll drop it off. Okay, so what if can I get can okay. Let's try. Are you able to do just the oil change and tire rotation, and then I'll just come back for the recall later, like at a later date? Oh, okay. How how busy are you guys usually on Thursdays? Yeah, couple hour wait. Okay, I will do that then. Um, yes, that's fine. All right, thank you. Bye bye. Girl, I'm not waiting till the 20th to get my car serviced. Y'all could do that stuff on the 20th, but I need my stuff to the side. All right, sorry. Screenshot of the news this morning at 5:30. So there was no Trump speaking on it. Okay, I thought the same thing because I remember when I scheduled in the Discord, I didn't schedule that. So I was like confused, like maybe I just overlooked it or something. So they must have just um put it on there then. Let's see, 111. I don't like where the point of control is right now. It's not gonna move. Oh, maybe. No. Point of control is in like the bottom of the candle, and I the bottom of the body, and I need it to be in the wick. Now it's in the wick, but it's a trap, and I don't want it to be a trap. It's an imbalanced trap as well. Simplify strats, increase size held orders longer. Nice. Good morning, Don't Saver. How are you this morning? Usually it's 35 to 60 ticks or so. Nice, nice. It's good that the market has been moving to be able to give you that much. One of my vehicles has to be. You're welcome. I honestly, so I have to just go once a year every 10,000 miles. So, for me, it's just once a year. And so I got to make sure they do the tire rotation though, because they didn't do it last year because he was like, ma'am, you barely drove. He went back out to the car to make sure. He's like, did you go get service somewhere or something? I'm like, no, no, you guys are the only ones. I just don't drive much. Um, but the recall they said they can't do until like the 20th or something. I'm like, okay, that's great, but do all my other stuff today. But it's cool because they do walk-ins now, which they always have, but um it sounds like they don't let you schedule anymore. So I'll just have my mom drop me and my car off, and I'll just go back and get it later. Works for me. I'm good. I'm good. It's a green day for you. Nice, nice, nice. I am good though. A little tired, but I do have some running around to do later. So I need to try to drop my car off as soon as I'm done trading. Like, I'm not even going to journal or anything. And that way I can come back, do everything I need to do here. And then when I go pick my car up, I could just do everything else. Since my friend's coming in town tomorrow night, it's gonna be like a late flight, and I don't feel like going to get food late at night, so I'm just gonna cook. And I'm gonna cook my mom's favorite meal at that, and she's like, "Oh, there's benefits to your friends coming in town." Girl, be quiet, because I haven't made her favorite meal in probably like 2 months. And if it was up to my mom, I would make that meal every single week. No kidding. She just loves it that much. So I'm a cook, but I'll do all of that tomorrow. But I think I want to get everything today just so tomorrow I don't have as much to do. Okay. I actually thought we were going to end up reversing up here, but once the sellers got in control in the wick and created such a huge imbalance, I kind of knew we weren't going to close up at that point. And there was a lot of volume in that bar on top of that. So it just didn't look that great for a buy anymore. And we ended up closing down. What is it? Oh, it's creamy Tuscan salmon. Yeah, she does. She's a mess. Yep, no chicken for me. And you don't eat beef? I didn't eat beef for a while. I actually was vegan for like 18 months and I loved it, but the only reason why I stopped is just because I like meat. I beef and seafood are like the two things that eventually I'm gonna get tired of not having. I actually thought I was gonna miss chicken a lot more than I do. I kind of really don't miss it. Like every now and then I'll be like, "Ooh, that chicken looks so good." But for the most part, I honestly think that because the smell of chicken really makes me sick to my stomach now. That and the fact that like it's not like I just stopped eating chicken because I wanted to. I really had to. So I think that kind of helps me not miss it that much because it was literally destroying my reproductive system. So it's kind of hard to miss something that you know was literally destroying you. So that probably helps as well. But every now and then I'll see some chicken and I'm like, yo, if only I could have a piece. If only, if only. Your comments were showing, but then it says message retracted like you deleted it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I love meat. I do. I do. All right, so today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Like, I don't mind right now. I do take trades like, all right, we're drying up here. We got, 4,500, 1.3, but the 1.3 is more than here. So it's like it needs to match both. So when I compare the volume to the last two swings, it needs to be the same thing. So because 1.3 is less than 4.5, it also needs to be less than 447, and it's not. So that's just something that I've been thinking about doing recently. It might not mean as much actually on that, but when it's the reverse, I think it means more. Like if there's more volume in this swing than this one, it also needs to be more than that one. I think that's more important, but we'll see. Today, I just don't feel like thinking that much. So I'm just going to only trade if it matches both for now. For now. I do what? Mm, Now, if I didn't do that, at least for this particular volume pattern, this trade actually would have worked. I just didn't want, as far as the entry goes, I just didn't want it to rotate over the level and it didn't. It just the body of the candle and that's it. And I would have gotten filled and it would have been a full win. So maybe I'll just only do it for the reverse today. Oh no. Okay. Good morning, San. Hope all is well with you as well. You can't see some of your comments. Yeah, it says message retracted. And usually that just means that you deleted it. Because I'm pretty sure if another mod deleted it, then it would say that they deleted it. But yeah, I don't really like the price action today. I mean, technically, besides this trade, I only had one other one, and that was right when I got on the charts, and I couldn't even get into it because the Delta flipped to what I wanted it to be like. And it was a crazy flip, too. It was nowhere close to what I needed it to be to get into the trade until the bar closed. All right, we got some movement now. Let's see how this goes. $6.42. Are we gonna push all the way to the resistance? Oh. My goodness. It's not what I'm looking for. Nope. My patience is wearing thin. Play shorts for when the market goes down. I do I'll take longs or shorts. It doesn't matter. I trade trend and counter trend. The problem is most of the volume and order flow combinations today are just trash, to be honest. They're not that great. But yeah, I do either one. It doesn't matter to me. 94. Why didn't I? Oh, I know why. It's either that or like this trade right here. I knew I couldn't take it because the zigzags, this is divergence and the zigzag is already red. And so volume has to look a certain way in the swing for that to work, and it didn't right there. So 133. I highly doubt that works out either. No, it didn't. But yeah, honestly, I think the problem today is my Renko setting can be smaller. I really am so tempted to go back to a 16 tick chart, but I kind of want to make the 24 work, which the 24 does work. I just won't get as many opportunities right, which isn't a problem except when the market is super choppy, or like if I look at a time-based candle and a lot of the candles have like pretty decent size upper and lower wicks, I'm not going to be able to get very many trades in, which sucks ass, but what do you do? Nothing. You can't do anything. You just got to trade what the market gives you. So basically, so far today, I've only really had two setups and I didn't take either one. One, because I'm kind of questioning how I want to trade that particular, or if I still want to trade that particular volume pattern. And the other one, I just missed it. Down 750, just made 350 to bring the deficit back down. Nice recovery. So saying, I haven't been able to be in the Discord. I've literally not even been home. Um, what I saw a little bit about what you were saying recently. Hold on one second. 70. Nope, I don't like that now. Um, how are you having to adjust to the market? Like, do you feel like you're having a harder time because the volatility is now back down and you've adjusted yourself to when the volatility was super high? Or what do you think is kind of going on? 20. No, not the copier issue, just the trading in general. I didn't even know you were still having copier issues. Increase my stop loss to like, interesting. Even though the market is not as volatile as it was before. Actually, I'm gonna remove that only because I'm not even gonna get filled anyway. But we're so close to the VWAP. I didn't really like the trade anyway. I did not like it. And I forgot because if it being divergence, I don't like this trade. There was too much volume, like in the swing, not really in the swing, but in the individual bars. There was just too much volume there. It didn't really make sense to take the trade. Yeah, this price action is ass, and I wish I would have stayed asleep. Big account, you have more wiggle room. Got you, got you. So you just have the two accounts, the small one and the bigger one. So you're having to increase your stop loss because of how choppy it is. That makes sense. You can see my comment. I'm not gonna. All right, Janelle. See you. Have a great rest of your day. Be safe. See you tomorrow. We could see you. Patience, patience, patience. Have patience. Is that rain? It must be. That's why my granny's still asleep. Yes, it is. So it's not supposed to stop raining until noon. So that's when I'll be going out to drop my car off. Because not going out in rain. No point. I don't have to. It's not that big of a deal. We'll get a car wash tomorrow. All right, we're getting some movement to the upside. Oh, we do have natural gas. All right. Okay. I see the market just wants to piss me off today. This would have been a nice sale, except the delta of, actually no, I couldn't take that because of the delta. Yeah, this market's gonna piss me off. Fake pump, yeah. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I just don't like the market today. Not impressed. $57. Nope, that's not valid. I don't like how some of this stuff is setting up so close to places I would have to break even. You're at 369 now. Good morning, Moses. How have you been? Market all over the place. We're waiting 20,014. So you want us to drop a little bit? Doesn't hit by 11, you'll call it a day. Looks like it'll reverse down. It wants to. We just rejected the push down. Literally came back inside and this bar literally reversed to the tick. Reversed off that level to the tick. 77. Actually like the sell here as long as we don't stall for two. Oh, no, I don't like it. Delta's drying up here. Oh wait, what was the 77? And now we've stalled in the bar too long. I needed it to be quicker, like have less volume in the bar, but yeah, we've stalled here too long now. This market is so irritating. I mean, I am green for the week. I had a decent Tuesday. Yesterday was great. Both days could have been better. Tuesday, I took a late loss at an opposite level, still not knowing how I wanted to trade it. And then yesterday, got out of a trade because I was in it for a minute and 58 seconds. and it hit my break even and then went straight to my TP. So I could have been up like 520 yesterday. But just overall, not that bad of a week, honestly. Monday, I definitely had to make adjustments to my strategy. Um, but yeah, the market's just very ill. Don't like it. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? All right, so Moses is looking for 20,014.50 and then saying you're looking for a short. Oh, you should be in a short now. Trenches, how are you this morning? You know what? I want to look at something because that's not what I wanted. Bar so big. Oh, I had to push down. I don't even know how I want to trade that based on the volume. So let me go back to what I was about to do. Why is this making all my other charts freeze? It shouldn't. Not trading some dumbass meetings going on. Don't worry, you're not missing much. You're not missing much at all. Just one on that short looking for a buy at 2070. All right. Never mind to looking at this. My charts are still frozen. It took too long. I'll look at that later. There's like this volume imbalance. It's called volume imbalance sensor or imbalance volume sensor or something. Indicator that I bought recently. That I wanted to put on another chart to see if I like, because I don't think I like it. You want us to drop him off to you? Yes, please. I almost forgot I gotta do my baby's hair tonight for his party. My baby's turning 4. The quick 250 stop loss and take profit has been working for you. About how big is your like tick wise? How big is your stop loss and take profit? All right, 30 more seconds before I'm clear to trade. Which who knows if anything sets up. Today is just not been great. But I mean, the good, I guess, thing is most of the reversals that I haven't been getting into because it currently doesn't match my rules. They would have been losses anyway. So I can't really be mad. days like today actually make me happy because if my rules are keeping me out of trades, which I had 2 valid trades so far today, right? If it's keeping me out of trades, but like I look and we have like really nice reversals every time a bar reverses, or a lot of times when the bar reverses, then I'm irritated. Like, okay, clearly I might be a little too restrictive on my rules. But when I'm kept out of the market, but then I look and I'm like, well, it's actually not a bad thing because I would have been losing these trades anyway, then it's not so bothersome at all. Then you just happy that you're kept out of the market that clearly is not for you at the moment. Oh, don't do that. Push up a little bit more. I don't want the equal volumes here. No. So I can't really be mad. He's probably gonna do something here. Oh, wait, let me. Oh, that doesn't matter. Sellers are actually trying to step in here. They're trying very hard. 25 ticks got you. You don't like trading on 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio? Delayed another 15 minutes. Annoyed. What's delayed? Is there some more news or something that's delayed? Or is it Trump didn't speak? Because I haven't been paying attention. I have financial juice and I just listen to whenever he talks. I don't pay attention to what he's saying. I just want to know that he's talking to know that there could be a volume spike potentially. All right, 74. Oh, I freaking hate when it does that. What the heck? All right. Jeez Louise, man. Mm-hmm. Don't like it. What the fuck? Oh my god, this market is so annoying. Like, so annoying. Get it together. So annoying. What the fuck? Hallelujah. We got a motherfucking trade. Jeez Louise. Every job looks like it's range bound. I would not be surprised. I am actually sick of waking up in the morning and having to deal with this shit. Jeez Louise. You down 618. You got faked out. The Trump algos. Oh my goodness. That was like pulling teeth. I think, what time was that trade that was like 9:09 this morning? The last time I had a setup that, was valid. I just sat out of it because I didn't know if I still wanted to trade that volume pattern. My God. And then the very first trade was before I even got on the charts. What time was that? 8:39. So 8:39, 9:09, 9:39. Oh, look at that. It's the 39. I've had one setup every 30 minutes. That is so ass. So ass. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. Not for a scalper. If I wasn't scalping, sure, but for a scalper, that's unacceptable. San, how much longer are you trading? You got time to try to make it back at some point? Oh, you still had your buy order around 2070? Oh, yeah, that dropped what? Like 16 points from there. I really cannot believe it took that freaking long to get that trade in. Now we just have to see. I got 5 minutes left. We'll see if I have anything else. I don't know the way this market's moving. 79, 33. Didn't like that one. Didn't like that one either. 20 minutes. About to dip and close the screen till we went green. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. You got a certain conviction, can't watch it. And voila. I'm just glad I finally was able to get on the board. But I guess, I mean, I'll be grateful for my discipline because I could have just been F this and just been clicking buttons. So I guess I'll be grateful for that. So I can stop raining already. Oh, no, it's still raining. Zigzag already changed. What time is it? I got 2 minutes left. Ugh. See if he texts me back. Would you want to do it tonight? Yeah. I want to see us like clear the VWAP though. I don't really want to trade that close to it. If I take another trade, which I probably won't because there's only 40 seconds left. That kind of was what I wanted, but I don't know if I want to trade when the point of control is literally at the open of the bar. Because in my opinion, and so far the data is kind of like 50-50. In my opinion, if the point of control, it's almost like having a neutral point of control, right? So if the point of control is neutral, I don't like trading because obviously nobody's in control at the highest, at the most traded level in the bar. I don't like if the delta of the bar is 0 because again, that shows that it's too balanced. There's nobody in control of the bar because the delta is 0. And then I'm not really sure if I like if the point of control is at the very open of the bar because then it's like, well, that's still technically a neutral bar to me because you're not in control in the body and you're not in control in the wick. So it's too balanced. So if that wasn't there, I would have actually taken that trade. I technically wanted the point of control to be in the body of the candle. The delta was more than what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be more than 39. It was 62. And so far, like in my analysis sheets, whenever we're at the open, I count it as the body, but I still don't know if I like it. So you got court later. Good luck, trenches. Going to see if I can get 3 minutes over the VWAP for a long. Yeah, for a long time, I only had just the VWAP, and I see a lot of people who use VWAP who only have the middle VWAP. They don't have the deviation levels. The deviation levels have saved me a lot. I remember like for a long time, whenever I felt like there were walls, like I could tell that price is hitting something and I can't see it, I would literally go through all kind of indicator options to figure out like what the hell is there that I cannot see. I guess it was just like me being inquisitive. I don't know, but it's funny like when I watch other traders or, just look at what other traders say in Discord sometimes, and they'll say the same thing. They'll be like, price is just stalling here. And some people are just so gung-ho about being like naked traders. They don't want anything on their charts. But if you can consistently identify that there's something there that you can't see, why wouldn't you want to see it? You know what I mean? So yeah, one day I put the current open, high, low, close, and I was like, oh, well, that's kind of important to know if I'm taking sales at the very bottom or taking buys at the very top. Eventually I got the pivot indicator. I used to trade with like Fibonacci pivots. I traded with Woody's pivots before, and even Camarilla pivots. But I really like the super pivot indicator a lot more. And sometimes they kind of line up with the other pivot levels anyway. But then when I eventually started using the VWAP, I was like, well, you know, it kind of does come with 3 standard deviations. So why am I not using the deviations? And as soon as I put the deviations on my chart, I'm like, bro, there's the wall that you've been hitting. There it is. But it's very helpful. Very, very helpful. All right, you guys, I took 2 trades, manually broke even on one, and then the second one we actually took profit. I must have been down commissions on the first trade because I should be up more for the day. But either way, we've reached another high on the account because I now have full drawdown again. Stream only. We got full drawdown again. So going into tomorrow, almost $500 in profit. Hopefully tomorrow I have a little bit better movement, but I also am going to spend today. So yet last night I transferred all of my data from my analysis sheets over, removing some things that I know like I don't want to trade this way at all. So it's just kind of like taking up space. And also the way that I did that particular analysis sheet, because I was transitioning from the 40 tick chart to the 24 tick chart. And you guys know, like, my whole goal in creating my strategy is so that, like, no matter what the volatility is, if I need to adjust my Renko setting to adjust to the volatility, I want to make sure that I don't have to change my strategy. That's been my biggest thing. I want my strategy to be able to work no matter what Renko setting I'm using. And so at the time, what I did was like, I put a big line at the end of each sheet wherever the 40 ticks results stopped. And it just was taking up too much room. Like I had a bunch of empty space on the left. So now that I see that, like, okay, over time, since I've dropped down from the 40 tick chart, things are still working out. I went ahead and I went back to my original sheet and I had to transfer everything over last night. But I kind of want to look at certain volume patterns that I feel like kind of show that there's a little bit of indecision in the market. And I feel like if I can just eliminate some of those, that my rules will be able to be a little bit more lax. Because right now there's multiple different volume patterns that can happen. Like there's a lot. And so what happens is right now I'm trying to make my rules to work across the different volume patterns. Like, all right, no matter what the volume pattern is in the swings, this is what I'm looking for when I'm comparing delta and volume and things like that before I get into a trade. But I think that if I can eliminate some of the volume patterns and the swings that can indicate there's a little bit of indecision, that I'll be able to open up my rules a little bit more. But we'll see. I don't know. That's what I'm going to work on today if I have time. If not, I'll just have to do it next week because I won't have time this weekend, but we'll see. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, that's it for me, you guys. I'm going to get out of here because I have a lot that I need to do today. I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:45 Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.